Welcome back to another video.
Tis the night before we leave for Florida.
Yep.
On our road trip.
What time is it? It's almost 10.
It's almost 10. The baby just went down around.
We went down about 45 minutes ago, maybe?
Yeah, he was up late to ski nap late. And now it's time for mom and dad to get packed.
As you saw in the last video, we're already packed. We've already packed our bags. But now we have a lot of like the minor touch-ups to do. We're gonna pack the car in the morning.
Yes.
But we do want to put Smoke's car seat together tonight. We're gonna do a couple of things. I gotta fill up my truck with the diesel exhaust fluid.
Of course, we decided to get him a new car seat because he's pretty much almost grown out of the Duna. And we were like, what better time to switch out the car seat than like right before
For a road trip.
The road trip. So we've got to unpack and install that.
I want to get my wallet.
And we have to pack all of our snacks for the road trip. We just figured we would show you guys like how we're traveling as a family, show you how we pack everything.
And right now our plan is to leave it like, Joe was like, oh, let's leave at 5. And usually I'm the one that's like, let's leave at 5.
No.
But I think we'll leave.
I think we're good.
We'll probably leave at like 7.
What?
So we can't check in until 4 anyways.
Yeah, so it's like no
8,
point.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3.
So that's like, it'll
Yeah,
get
we'll
us
leave at 7.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Without further ado, let's jump into it.
Get to it. Hey, so we usually bring like a little kitchen bag with like snacks, wine, supplements, like all that stuff. So I'm packing that now. We're gonna bring lots of wine. We aren't big drinkers, as you guys know, but when we're with our friends and on vacation, we're like, let's do it. So we're bringing like basically one of each: a rosé, a chardonnay, a cab, a pinot noir, and a riesling.
It's from our Scribe membership. We have all this wine because we don't drink anymore, but we have it all. We're like, let's just take it.
Yeah, and we're excited to have some wine and drinks on vacation.
Yeah.
Hunter is bringing some whiskey.
I'm bringing my favorite whiskey, Elmer T. Lee. Obviously taking some Element.
Favorite electrolytes.
I drink like 2 or 3 of those packets a day.
I'm bringing my peach armor because I'm addicted. You guys look at almost out. I don't know if this flavor's available anymore.
Also taking Seed, Travel Vial, obviously.
Some extra electrolytes. These are the Flavor City ones. I love them. Okay, tons of Chomps. This is our favorite like high protein snack on the go.
Gotta get that protein in. Also will be like the best road trip snack for us.
Yeah, it's like the quickest. If you need like 10 to 12 grams of protein, bam bam.
Boom.
Lots of baby snacks. I do the yogurt melts, puffs.
And Smokey's favorite little fruit bars.
These are the like just made out of pure fruit. There's no added sugar or anything. Get them at Costco. They're great. His
Is that
cup.
full? Or is that going
No, it's empty.
Okay.
And then I've got matcha in here, my like stevia drops, and a little electric whisk for all of that. So that is pretty much all of our kitchen stuff. This is just like our grocery bag from Turnip Truck. It's gonna be nice and heavy.
Yeah, we should remember, obviously we're gonna take our Stanleys and Hydro Jugs. But
yes.
should we
throw those on top? Well, we'll fill them.
We'll fill them up tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's already full right now. Okay, so that's done. Next we need to go figure out the car seat situation. I'll show you guys the car seat that we have upgraded to. So we've used the Duna all the way from day 1 basically to now, and he's like a little bit over a year. And he's actually short for his age and small, so he probably could get away with using the Duna for a little bit longer, but I was like, I just don't want to take any chances.
He's getting there.
He's getting there. And yeah, we just knew it was time. So we looked, like we showed you guys last vlog, 2 vlogs ago, we were looking at the Nuna, but it wasn't going to be here in time, so we actually ordered the Even Flow Revolve 360, which they can actually use all the way until they grow out of a car seat, which was enticing. So we're gonna install this one, and then we'll get maybe the Nuna for a different car, because Hunter and I like to have one in each car. But we're excited to try it out.
We're literally at Nordstrom buying the other one, and they didn't have the color we wanted.
Yeah, so we were like,
So
okay, whatever. When this one came on Amazon in a day, and that one was going to take 3 to 8 days, so we were like,
We'll
let's
link
just
this
do
one
it.
down below.
Yeah, we'll link it, but this is definitely more affordable, and I love that it rotates and clicks, so we're going to get it in there. Where's the rotating?
Let me take this off too.
I don't think so. He's so small.
It just feels like it's like tied on clean with his legs right here.
Okay, well, I'd rather try it. Okay, and then where's the rotating? Okay, I want to learn that before we get up there.
We're about to murder each other.
Y'all, we're out here in the dark.
It
with
was
our phone
101
flashlight.
degrees today.
It's 101
It's
degrees.
so hot in this car.
And we're installing a car seat right now. You do the math, okay? Oh my god.
Alright, feeling good.
Okay. And I put mine in upside down, so I got in trouble. Okay.
You've been on my ass this whole time. Alright, we got the base in, and now it's time for the not base.
The car seat.
The car seat.
Start by lining up the red arrow with either of the white arrows on the car seat base.
Okay. BRB, we'll show you guys the finished product.
She just got mad at me for trying to show her how to do it. She's like, just let me do it. You can show me all you want, but until I do it. What are you saying?
I want to know how to do it.
I know, I was just showing you some of the buttons to click so you know what to do when you came up here to try.
So then we put them in.
Good job.
Okay, the reason why we like this car seat and the Nuna Rev, I think, was the one that we were choosing, is because it rotates. So normally, like, you know, traditional car seats, you're like twisting your back, but this one you can literally twist it so you can load them in front facing and then you lock them in place.
And when they get old enough to be front facing, it can go front facing.
Exactly, yeah. So this one really does it all. We'll see. I know this one was like $350, I think, and then the Nuna ones are like $700. So we're gonna get both, and we'll let you guys know which one's worth it.
Yeah.
But people say great things about this. I know some people mentioned there was some recalls on it, but you know, it's fine. So we're gonna try it out.
Okay, the last thing out here is I gotta put in diesel exhaust fluid, DEF. It's something you have to do when you have a diesel car, diesel vehicle. But on my old diesel truck, it was in
The hood.
which was annoying to mess with.
Yeah, kind of
And on
nice.
these
That's
newer
right
trucks, they're like right here next to the gas tank, so you put it in the actual like DEF
Perfect.
holster or whatever.
Let's do it. I'm just terrified here because we're on a busy road, and I feel like I want people to be able to see us. All right. Okay, so we are bringing the trike on this road trip, the Duna trike, which Smokey loves. We're actually not bringing a stroller, which we've talked it through, and we're like, we don't think we're gonna need one because he only likes to ride on this for walks, and that's the only time we would use a stroller. If we are gonna go to dinner, we'll just carry him. He'll sit in a high chair. He's just no longer really in the phase where he's like doesn't really like a stroller that much unless we absolutely have to, or we're going somewhere like for hours, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. This is all my stuff. We're bringing a high chair because the rental does not have one and we have an extra, so figured just bring it. And then we're gonna actually purchase a pack and play there because the rental doesn't come with it. So I figured we don't own a pack and play, and I'm like, to rent it, it's like whatever, $30 a day or something, that adds up. And I'm like, if we just buy one for like $50 and then own it, we can bring it on road trips whenever we need it, let people borrow it, whatever. So I think that's what we're gonna do when we get down there. Hunter made us a nice little checklist for the road trip, and we have about half of it crossed off. So we've got the Alexa, yes?
Yep.
Check. Car seat is installed, check. The trike, check. Fishing pole, check. Pack and play we're gonna purchase when we get there. And we also want to get Smoke a fan for the beach, which we can purchase probably at like a Walmart where we get the pack and play. And that's everything. Well,
We got the wine.
we got our electrolyte sunscreen, our matcha packets, snacks.
We can also get some sunscreen down there if we need it.
Yeah.
The
And
reason
it's
we're
small.
taking the Alexa, we like to take the Alexa when we go on like little beach trips when we rent a house. Because it's nice having an Alexa
Creates
at
a
the
good
house.
vibe
if
in
you
the
wanna,
house.
play some music in the
Totally.
morning or in the evenings, or if you're doing like a dinner one evening at the house, like
Yeah.
have some music going when you're same way you do it at home. It's just nice to take it with you on vacation.
Yeah.
With a group of friends. So we're doing that.
Perfect. Okay. Mama's fading. It is late. I'm tired.
I'm gonna do a cold plunge in the morning.
Okay.
You wanna do it with me?
Maybe.
It's like I feel like it's a good morning road trip thing. Just like
I'm dwindling right now. I don't know if I'll have the
yeah.
tenacity for that because I'm pretty tired right now.
I just want to do it to like wake me up and like prepare me for a 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
And my body's like kind of worn down from this week. I know. We went hard this week.
This week was a shit show.
I enjoy like doing a lot, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but this is like a
this
little
was
much.
insane. It was crazy busy. And granted, we like snuck in some of the things we wanted to do, like getting your nails done or like, you know.
I mean, there just hasn't been like, I don't think more than like a few minutes to breathe.
Yeah, I think kind of crammed the past like month.
Yeah, June was busy month for us. We did
work
so much travel,
trip,
so.
and then the wedding, and then this is like a vacation, but it's been planned, and it's like we're going with friends, and then next week you got New York.
Right when I get back, you guys would get back Saturday night. I leave Sunday morning for New York.
And Smoke and I were gonna go, but we're like,
Tired.
that's probably gonna be a lot for us to try to like
A lot.
take Smoke there just right after this trip, put him on a plane. We're like, we need to give him a break.
Yeah, and for everybody, it just.
And it's
be a
only for
lot.
you, like it's one work day. It's like
Yeah.
in and out.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys in the morning and bright and early. We need matchas. Man, I might even have a coffee for the road trip tomorrow.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Okay, night.
Morning, you guys. 6:30. We're running about 20 minutes behind, but we're down here doing the cold plunge, and look who I dragged down here with me.
The pain.
You done? You are a champion.
Oh my god.
You are a freaking champion.
Dog takes your breath away. I like to dunk my face in. It's kind of like it's like ice rolling kind of, and it hurts. You can only do it for like a 10 second.
Smack on the face, huh?
Ow! Ow! It hurts the face. Sure don't get a brain freeze. Alright. Complete.
Alright, y'all. Mom's finished getting ready. I just got dressed and showered up, and I'm heading down to pack the car. Let's go.
Yeah. Oof, I am tired and a little cranky. Putting our snack bag inside the car because it needs to be quickly accessible. Alright, glad that we have a truck for things like this. Woo woo! We've got the car seat. Excited to try that out today. Perfect. And all of Smokey's toys, books, easy to grab for the road trip. I go, oh, we'll get Smokey Chick-fil-A for lunch today on the road trip. It'll be perfect because he's never had Chick-fil-A before. And he's like, you know, eating full food now. And Hunter goes, it's Sunday. I was like, oh no. Why on a road trip? Don't road trip on a Sunday because you can't get Chick-fil-A. Alright, we're making some quick breakfast. So I'm gonna make a protein pancake bowl. I've been seeing this on TikTok. And I've made it. It's really good. So basically we're pretty much out of like all of our food, which is what I wanted. do 1/4 cup of this grain-free thing. Can't even think right now. And then I'm just gonna do like a 1/2 scoop of vanilla Flav City. Most out of this bag. Restock. And then egg whites to make it into like a batter. It's basically like a lazy protein bowl because you just pop it in the microwave and it makes like just like one big pancake kind of, versus having to do it like pour it over the stove. But it's amazing, and then you just put the toppings on top and it's like a lot of protein. People add banana to it, but I don't really feel like it needs it because you already have the sweetness from the protein powder. So, not necessary. Okay. Here's what it looks like when it comes out. Really just like a muffin. And then I like to do Greek yogurt on top. I've also seen people put Greek yogurt in it, so I'm gonna play around with that. Some peanut butter. And strawberries. And blueberries. And I'm gonna do a little maple syrup. Try not to do too much or it gets crazy. Okay. Yum, so there you go. It's basically a pancake bowl. It's so good. Hunter and I have been having a couple every few days. Wow. Delicious. And you can probably get it pretty high in protein depending on what ingredients you use. So you could add cottage cheese Greek yogurt. I have to play around with it, but we've got the egg whites and protein powder.
All right, I got a protein shake, some eggs, and some salmon. And we are splitting this plus the pancake bowl over here. I usually make 6 eggs for myself, 2 eggs for Julia, and 1 egg for Smoke, which is obviously 9 eggs. But we had 12 eggs total, and I didn't want to leave one behind, so we made 12 eggs. So I'm gonna probably eat the extra, 3 eggs? All right, I'm about to wake Smokey up. Hit the road.
Smokey usually wakes up right around 8, so it's 7:59 right now. We're an hour behind, but it is what it is.
Good morning, Smokey.
Good morning.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the beach?
Oh, I love our home. I'm like not sad to leave our home, but I love our home.
Good morning.
Okay, we gotta go. All right, let's see if this bitch works.
Okay. He hates getting in his car seat. Just warning, so. Okay.
This is not a sign if it's a good car seat or not.
Oh yeah, the insert's good. He's pretty small. Look,
What about
this
his
is a new
legs?
ride. What?
That,
Yeah, they look good.
Okay, nice.
Okay, perfect.
Oh shit, Mommy brought a pillow. That means I'm gonna be up on my own the whole way.
Oh, so nice. Oh my god. So much easier to put him in than the
How
Nuna.
nice is that?
Ready? Check this out.
Yay!
Okay, let's see. Can you go up more? Wait. Here we go. Look, you can sit up. Oh, he's gonna look right there. Okay, I'm feeding the baby right now. We're just doing a little bit of milk. We are transitioning him from formula right now. So I'm doing about 3/4 of whole milk and then just a little formula just for the taste. I've only done like a couple bottles, half and half, but he doesn't seem to mind it. So I might just like, when we're on vacation, go full whole milk and see what he does. And if he's giving me a fuss, I brought some formula just like for backup. But I'm gonna try to wean him off within like a week because I don't think he should be having it now that he's like 1. So, but he seems to like kind of chug the whole milk. I think he might prefer it. So I'm just gonna feed him really quickly before we start driving. And then I brought other snacks for him on the way. Turkey slices, yogurt, all that stuff.
All right, Mama's back there feeding Smoke. And we're grabbing some gas or some diesel.
We use either Trident's Vibes gum.
Trident Vibes.
Yeah. And a water. Oh wait, no, we have water.
Our favorite gum is like, it's called Trident Vibes. It doesn't come, I think it only comes in these like canisters, but they don't have it. They only got extra, Mentos, and Icebreaker. Oh, they got Trident Vibes, but in other flavors. Sour Patch, that's disgusting. Ugh. Oh well. I'll just get some Trident Experiment. But the Trident Vibes in the green canister is the best.
We're doing some yogurt back here. Smoke's favorite is Oiko 000. Well, I don't think he really knows, but these are good because they don't have any added sugar. They're sweetened with stevia. Did we get out?
Alright, pit stop at Target.
First stop, Target.
We figured we'd stop here and go ahead and pick up a pack and play while we're here, and maybe hopefully there's like a Starbucks inside. We need a coffee.
Is there a Starbucks sign?
I don't know, but I need to. I'll just look up a Starbucks too if we need to.
Okay, I feel like road trips with this age kids are really hard. Like I'm having a hard time entertaining him, and definitely wears on you. Just so nobody is misled. It's not all dandy. So we're in the dollar section, and I'm just trying to figure out little toys to get him. They also have this drain cover, which I thought was really cute for the bath when we get there. I'm just giving him some little objects to hold. He does not like being in the car, so it's gonna be an interesting next few hours. But that's why maybe I need to get a coffee, because I'm like, I need some fuel. All right, we've got lots of pack and plays here. So I think we're just gonna go with like the Greco, whatever. A plain one. Don't need all the bells and whistles and bells. What am I saying? So perfect. Let's do it. $59.99 sounds good to me. This one's nice and plain, so maybe I'll just do that one. All right, baby is down, sleeping, so we've got a little bit of rest time.
He's teething.
He's teething. Or like this always happens like when we go on a trip or something, he gets like a tooth coming in. I just see him going like this.
He's so tired, but he like wouldn't go to sleep because it was like bothering him.
Yeah. I'm ready for a snack. How about you?
I am ready for a snack.
You jalapeno or beef?
Let's go jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Brought all 3 flavors of chomps. The beef
Jalapeno.
and turkey. You guys, these are our favorite snacks. You know, you see us eating them all the time, especially because we're focused on high protein. These are the dream snack. They are clean ingredients. They're mess free.
They're Whole30 approved,
So
so it
easy
just
to go
tells you
to.
how clean they are.
My nutritionist also loves chomps, and she would advise me to eat these all the time. So they're so good if you need a quick like 10 grams of protein. I love the turkey ones because they have 12 grams, literally 0 sugar in them, which is amazing. Cheers.
Cheers.
So good, so good. And honestly, a lot of people ask about healthy snacks. Chomps is probably our वस्थ.
It's really the only snack we eat.
Kind of.
Because we eat so
Try
much
not to
protein
snack.
during our meals that we stay full until the next meal for the most part.
And
But when we're on the go, these are awesome.
I've never liked like traditional like beef jerky sticks, but these are basically like meat sticks. They're not like, they're really flavorful and like seasoned, but in a really nice way. They don't taste gross or weird. They're so delicious. I love the turkey.
They're like simple.
So simple. 12 grams of protein, 80 calories, and 0 sugar, which is amazing. So you guys gotta get on the chomps game if you're not on it. And as a snack, like that's usually what you need. The hit you need is like protein, because that's gonna keep you full, satiated, balance your blood sugar. It's the best.
A lot of times if you're like craving a snack, your mind's telling you you want sugar, but when you eat sugar, it just spikes your blood sugar, and then you want more food.
Exactly. And protein. I mean, Hunter and I both eat a high protein diet, and it literally changed your life. So get on the protein game. This is a really easy way to start incorporating more protein if you want to do that.
We buy boxes at a time.
Literally. Yeah, you can buy them in like big packs, big boxes. So that's what we'll do for all of our flavors, because we go through them so fast. But for any travel coming up for summer, I mean, we'll bring this to the beach. They're just so easy. They're mess free. Smokey doesn't really have any teeth yet, but we'll like kind of bite off little pieces and give them to him. He loves them. Great for kids.
At Delaney and Clayton's wedding, I had 3 chopsticks in my suit pocket, just in case like we got hungry, like while we were kind of waiting around, sitting around with the wedding party. Had some protein, and then at the end of the night, at the after party, I whipped a couple chopsticks out. Like everyone was sharing them.
If you are like health conscious at all, you know the struggle of like being out and about and not having like healthy access to healthy, good quality food. So chomps, it like saves the day for us. We'll just pack a bunch of them because if you could eat 2 and have 20 grams of protein, that's like incredible.
Perfect. Would highly recommend checking them out if you haven't tried them before. If you have, try some of the other flavors. A lot of people like the beef. Try the beef jalapeno. Try the turkey.
So good.
The jalapeno's nice. The turkey's really, really good. And yeah, we just highly recommend.
So good.
We're about halfway there now. A little over halfway. We've been bumping music. I say bumping. It's been pretty mellow music. I have a nice little playlist going.
Okay, we wanted to answer a couple of questions. We did a Q&A box on Instagram and figured what better time to do that than in the car. First question, a lot of you asking where we are going, and I feel like we said it in the beginning of this vlog, but maybe we didn't. We live in Nashville, Tennessee, and we are traveling down to 30A, Florida for the week with some friends.
30A, it includes like Rosemary Beach, you might have heard of it, Alice Beach, Seacrest, Seagrove, Seaside, Grayton, where we're going, Santa Rosa Beach. That's all part of 30A.
The Emerald Coast, and if you're not from like over here, you don't know about the Emerald Coast, it's literally the most beautiful place in Florida.
The best beaches.
What we love about it, Hunter grew up going there, and it's just really accessible from a lot of southern states because it's at the top of Florida, so you can get there in like 6 to 8 hours driving, which is like just a quick drive. It's so family friendly. The water's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful.
I grew up going from Texas, and it was a 12-hour drive from Texas. So some years we would drive, like, it would be like 16 of my family members. We'd all go together in either caravan or we'd all fly together.
Yeah.
But just like a lot of good memories down here, and like Destin and 30A. And it's called 30A because the highway going through all those little beach towns is called 30A.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it a lot on YouTube, and we've vlogged and stuff down there, but people on Instagram might not know about this trip if they're not watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, and I feel like it's gotten more popular over the years. It's just a really great place. So really fantastic to do a family vacation. I even have had friends from California come with family and like love it. So it's definitely worth checking out. And if you have kids, the perfect place to bring them. It's just like so many families, so many kids, you fit right in. Somebody asked, why was I sitting in the back seat? 'Cause the picture we posted. I mean, who doesn't sit in the back seat with their baby? I feel like on occasion. I'm obviously when he's sleeping, I'll hop up here, but usually when he's awake in the car, like it's already hard enough for them to sit still. They like want to hang out with someone. They want to be entertained. He's not really at an age where I can like give him a tablet, so he gets kind of bored and he wants me to play with toys with him and stuff. So that's why I sit back there.
She was back there like reading books, playing music, playing with toys. And if he like needs to like eat something, she hops back there. But.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys smoke weed at all? How do you guys feel about it? We covered this in our last Q&A that we did. We covered like a whole section about drugs, our thoughts on them, experiences with them, smoking weed and everything, so you guys can check out that Q&A if you want more info on that. But
we have in the past, but don't really
anymore. It makes us anxious. Maybe every once in a while, but it's rare. What is on your road trip playlist?
I've been loving
Hunter's
Hans
the
Williams.
music guy.
I think I've told you all about Hans Williams in the past.
So good.
And so I created a like spin-off playlist with Hans Williams and like other songs recommended based on his music. So
yeah, it's like a little Noah Kahn on there.
Yeah, it's like Anna Graves, which is another artist we like.
Yeah, Zach Bryan, like that type of vibe. It's very like easy listening, kind of mellow, but good instruments. We
like soft, not too like harsh. If like smoke sleeping, it's just like really mellow.
Sometimes like big loud drums and stuff, it's a little overstimulating.
It kind of gives off a nice like beach vibe too.
It does. Yeah. Very chill. What is the estimated completion date of the cabin project?
My guess is probably like March or April. next year.
Yeah, I think it'll probably take about a year from when it started.
They initially told us like 9 months, but I think with like any building construction, you can expect like at least a 3-month delay. So we're expecting about a year total.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say like March, April, May time frame, maybe even later. But it should take about a year.
We're excited.
It's still like in such early stages, like they're just laying the footings, getting like some of the foundation started, and then they'll start the exterior demolition pretty
If you're
soon.
new here, Hunter and I are renovating a old log cabin in Nashville, and we've been vlogging the whole process. There's more videos on our channel about that.
We'll have a series towards the end once it's completed of the whole process. We'll probably do a 5-episode series. I don't think we ever covered like how we're gonna show that.
Yeah.
Our plan right now is to do like a 5 or 6 episode series on start to finish of the cabin project, all the different meetings, just like the how it's going and the progression, all that kind of stuff. But that might change, but that's the plan right now. And we're obviously showing bits and pieces in the vlogs as well.
Mm-hmm. Qualities you didn't know existed in each other until after you had Smokey. Good question.
I don't know if there's necessarily qualities I didn't know existed, but I feel like I've seen qualities that have been like
More.
almost, I don't know if exacerbate is the right word, just
Yeah.
like have come alive even more. Like I think your patience has been something that just really came out big.
You think?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say about you. Yeah, because I'm normally not very patient.
I think I'm like usually more patient than you are,
Yeah.
and since we've had Smoke, you've just been like incredibly patient, like
Aw.
such a good mom.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, I'm from a motherly perspective, I'm not surprised that you're motherly, but I'm very impressed by how motherly you actually are.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really sweet. I would say the same for you. I'm like blown away by the patience level. And like it just, you're already patient, but you're so like gentle. It like brings out like your gentle side, and like just the patience is like through the roof. I'm like, wow, I can't be that calm. I don't know. It's really nice.
I've like seeing how playful you are too.
Oh,
I think kids bring out like a playful side in you.
yeah. Okay. Secret to keeping your relationship so fun and exciting and spicy still. You guys are killing it.
Read that one more time.
The secret to keeping your relationship fun, exciting, and still spicy. I would say, okay, in my perspective, I feel like there's like a lot of focus on relationships, like keeping them so like hot and like dreamy and like all this stuff. I think that's like a little bit of like not like a pipe dream, but I just don't feel like real relationships, like they kind of evolve and it become, I don't know, like a deep relationship is not necessarily like that adrenaline exciting all the time. Like it's a very like deep connection and a deep partnership that takes like a lot of effort and respect and love, and I think like the main goal is to keep things like, you want there to be like a lot of harmony and not a lot of tension or fighting, stuff like that, and that's what keeps it, like you have to have all those things taken care of so that you can have fun and enjoy each other. Because if you're fighting or if there's like tension going on or you're butting heads, then it doesn't allow like fun or intimacy to flourish. So you have to have like a really solid foundation first, and then those things naturally will happen if you're getting along, I think.
Yeah.
You can't like force like spiciness or like fun. It has to be able to just like grow out of, I don't know, a good connection.
I would agree. And I think how we were talking about patience earlier with like how it came out once we had Smoke, I think practicing that patience with each other is important. Like knowing each other, like it's okay for that person to, it's okay for your partner to have like a bad day, and as long as you're like there to support them.
Totally.
And not like add to
the stress. Yeah, and I think we've gotten better at that since we've had him. It's like our relationship dynamic has changed a bit in like the sense where we really like we're looking out for each other a lot, because it's like we know there's just a lot going on, a lot at stake. So it's like, hey, do you need a day off? Like, how are you feeling?
Do you
Like,
sleep
what's your,
in?
do you need to sleep in? Do you need alone time? Do you need to go have some fun? Like, we're really good at like checking in on each other with that kind of stuff, and you really have to just communicate like what you need.
Yeah.
So that's
sometimes
fun.
it's like important, like we've noticed in our relationship too, most definitely once we had smoke, but just in general, if like if we didn't work out that day, but we see like the other person's having a day, it's like, hey, go get a workout in. Like, leave the house, step away from work for a little bit, go get a workout in, and like
Totally.
get some endorphins flowing. And sometimes that's like all you need.
Just to like fix your mood. Yeah.
But just like being on the same page, I think, honestly guys, we don't know the answer to that question. There's no
Yeah.
right answer, but in our relationship specifically, it's like just being on the same page and being aware as much as you can of how the other person's feeling, and then supporting them in those feelings.
Exactly. I would say if you want the spice and the fun, then try to like think about your partner. If they are hard to connect with, or you're just not like getting what you want, just like check in on them and be like, hey, are you good? Where can I support you? In order to like relieve some tension. And then once you see them like in a comfortable space, then that's when like that stuff will happen. So that's kind of
the last thing I'll say to add to that is, especially these days and like now with like Netflix and shows and stuff, spending time together isn't necessarily spending time together.
Yeah.
Like, it's very easy and natural to just be like, hey, let's watch a show on TV, let's watch like a movie, but you're just kind of sitting there in silence. And I think it's important to carve out time where actually spending time, like true time, we're at dinner, giving each other like undivided attention, checking in on each other. That helps you and allows you to be on the same page with each other. So
yeah. And that said, I would like to incorporate date night more like once a week. We've been traveling a lot, so we haven't really been able to do that, but I think like once a week, once every other week at the minimum.
yeah, continuing to have like
good.
experiences together.
Yeah.
Go to a concert,
Okay.
hold hands, sing some songs together.
Yeah.
Have a cocktail, like let loose, you know, have some fun.
Baby car tips. Mine hates the car no matter what. I know, guys. Car rides are brutal with babies. Smoke was literally crying like for an hour straight until we finally just got into sleep. My key things are bringing books and little toys for him to hold and a playlist. Okay, this kid loves a playlist. I can try to share the one that we use, but we've played it for him since he was a baby. It's just like Fisher Price songs and Wheels on the Bus and stuff like that. I can play a playlist for him and he'll kind of just listen to it for like 35, 40 minutes. He'll fall asleep to it, and it just kind of entertains him while he can just like sit and look out the window. Other than that, it's kind of hard. Snacks, and just like sometimes you gotta just like let him be bored, which is hard to do. But we also have already taken breaks, and having little, break times is good. Okay, we see a lot of questions on Smoke's sleep, and did we sleep train him? How did you get him to sleep? Is he still waking up? And I don't know if sleep is just like a hot topic for people with babies, but we never formally sleep trained him. When we went away to Florida for a whole month back in March, he was taking 2 naps per day, and we used to rock him for all of his naps, and we have a nanny when we're at home, so she would rock him for his naps and everything. And we kind of just like weren't really able to do that because we were working and we didn't have the extra set of hands, and we didn't have a rocking chair, and we didn't have our whole setup, so everything changed. And we started just kind of like placing him in the pack and play and walking out, and he would cry for a bit, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then it like was kind of brutal to listen to at first, just because we were like, oh, we feel bad. But it was just kind of like fussing around.
At first those 5 minutes feel like 30
eternity
minutes, but
yeah,
it's a quick 5 minutes and they fall asleep.
Yeah. So we unintentionally like kind of sleep trained him because we didn't have our resources. Like we wouldn't have our normal environment, and we were like, I would stand and rock him, but then it almost like would make him more upset, like knowing that I was there, and he wasn't used to the swing. So I was like, look, we're just gonna have to try a new method. And then it slowly, like the crying went down and down and down. It only took like maybe a week or two for him to kind of get the hang of it, and then by the time we got home, now we just plop him in and he literally goes right to sleep.
And that doesn't work for every baby. Like,
yeah,
we're fortunate that Smoke is a good sleeper.
definitely.
So I don't want anyone to feel discouraged that if they haven't been able to like sleep train their baby yet, or if their baby isn't a good sleeper, like
Yeah.
that's just
That was our situation.
that was the roll of the dice for us.
But I thought at the very beginning, like I was never gonna be able to sleep train. I was like, I could never do that. I felt like just really like triggered by it. I don't know why. I was like, I felt so bad. I think I was just too sensitive. But I rocked him like the whole first year of his life, and I loved that, and I never felt like I was wasting any time. I loved being with him, and then I just got to the point where I was kind of like, okay, I think we're kind of like growing out of this, and I just felt like we were ready to move on to the next phase. And I was like, you're a big boy now, and you know, you can start to sleep on your own, and if I, you know, ever have time and want to rock him, I totally will, but just for like everyday life, especially as he gets older, I just know that's not going to be super realistic, so that's why we decided to do that. So just wait till you're ready and you feel like, you'll know when you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore, or I don't know, your patience is losing. That's when it's time.
Yeah, routine's good though. Like having a routine still is really great. Like even like nighttime.
Yes.
It's like after a bath, we can pretty much give him a bath every night.
Every night.
And
we
then
do
after
books
the bath,
and reading.
read the book,
Yeah.
and do a little bit of rocking chair with the book, and like I think that kind of like helps him wind down and know it's time for bed.
Exactly. Okay, someone said, can you do more Bobby approved foods? Love you guys, and also healthy snacks for road trip. So you already saw Chomps. Bobby is the owner of Flav City, and he like eats really healthy, and he loves Chomps.
Y'all probably seen his reels and stuff on Instagram. He does a lot of like walking through Costco, showing what like he approves of at Costco, like whole, organic, like non-processed, or like things with good oils or no oils or whatever.
I feel like we eat pretty similar to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can follow this page.
Bobby's a cool dude.
Chomps for sure. He does like a lot of protein smoothies, Greek yogurt,
just healthy
stuff like
recipes.
that. Yeah.
But obviously Flav City, we brought our Flav City protein with us down here.
Yeah.
We pretty much take our Flav City everywhere we go.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your best piece of career advice for people in their 20s? Okay.
I feel like we answered this a couple times in the past.
I know, but I will say, I feel like now, being in my 30s, I have like a little bit of perspective. Depends. I'm just like this, like feel like this is like the blunt, honest truth. Like working and gaining financial success is hard work, you guys, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a little bit of luck and timing. But it's not impossible. But
it's there. It's honestly there for anyone and everyone.
Yes, it's not something though that, I don't know, I truly believe that it doesn't just like happen. For some people that might be the case, like you get in a good situation or you make it big doing something, whatever. In most cases, for most people, you have to really put in the hours and the effort, and it's a really hard thing to do, because in your 20s, like, everybody is traveling and they're going out and they're partying and they're flailing around, whatever. If you want to do that, that is amazing too. Like, but if you're somebody that is so focused and you want financial success and that's super important to you, then those are some of the things that you're gonna have to sacrifice in order to have like tunnel vision.
There's more sacrifice than you realize, and there's
way more.
A much bigger grind.
Yes.
At least initially.
Yes.
Than most people want to take on.
I agree.
But if you take it on, more than likely it'll be worth it.
And it's funny because I have like a lot of friends that'll be like, I want to do social media. I'm just using social media as an example. It could be anything though. And then they start doing it and they're like, oh my God, like I'm exhausted. I like didn't know how much hard work goes into something like this. And it's, I think like for anything that you like build up, it's like somebody that's a professional athlete or has a singing career or is on social media or has their own business. Like there are hours and hours behind all of those, practicing, grinding, putting in the time, and that is like unfortunately just what it takes. There's no shortcuts. And if you want to have that, I would say your 20s is like a really good time because you have tons of energy, you have time, you don't have kids or family yet, like go hard.
But if you miss the boat on your 20s, like it's never too late either.
It's never too late, no.
There's so many business owners that didn't start their businesses till they're 40 or 50. You know, or like you can, I like what Julia said, but one thing I'd add to that is like, get as much experience as you can.
Yes.
Because
try
experiences, like trying different things, different jobs, different careers, different fields. You learn a lot from those areas and experiences that you then can carry into what you want to ultimately do.
Yeah.
And something I always tell people is like, getting an experience, especially like from a job, someone's basically paying you for you to have like gain knowledge and experience. If that makes sense. Like, you're basically, instead of like paying for school, someone's paying you to gain knowledge that you can use to benefit yourself later. So it's like a paid opportunity. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Obviously every job is a paid opportunity, but it's truly, if you think about it truly from like an opportunity standpoint, it's like so beneficial in your early 20s, in your mid 20s, late 20s to take on that opportunity, gain the knowledge, and then carry that over to something else. Because what you may be doing when you're in your mid 30s might be dictated by the experiences and opportunities you take on when you're in your 20s.
Well, it absolutely is. And what Hunter and I realized too, even being like older now, I'm like, we've spent whatever 7 years doing social media, and I'm like, everything is just like time and practice. And I'm like, now we have 7 years of experience in creating content and stuff, and that just takes like time to learn it. Like, we started out not knowing anything, and that's no different than someone that's been making music for years, or making jewelry or whatever. It's just practice.
But with that, we've been able to use our past experiences in like the corporate world to help us be successful in this career.
Totally.
So like,
everything
my
is a
sales
stepping
and contract
stone.
negotiations and contract redlining and understanding like pitching yourself, that's been beneficial in this career. Julia's marketing background and working at Reward Style or Like to Know It, or working at Sephora on the social media team, that's all knowledge she was able to bring into this career as well. And so yeah, social media was like hard to learn what we were actually doing in itself, but we came in with a lot of knowledge from the past experiences.
Totally.
So ultimately, we're just saying, get out there, put yourself out there, and work your ass off. Like, just work hard.
Yeah. I have the best advice for women in business. You know, like Kim Kardashian. Get your fucking ass up and work. No. I mean,
No, it's just
but
truly, it's like, work hard. Like,
I just
grind it
think,
out. Why
and
not?
I don't think there's anything wrong with not working either, by the way. If you are somebody that, like, doesn't, like, you're not inspired by, like, that ambition, and you like want more of like a low-key life,
that's great.
that's beautiful.
We're
too.
answering
And
the question for the people who are saying like,
like they
want career
really
advice.
want
It's
that,
like,
or they're hungry for it.
Yeah.
If you're not hungry for it, that's chill too. Like, you just want to, like, you know,
there's
be chilling.
nothing wrong with that at all.
I have friends like that, and they're perfectly content.
Everyone's lifestyle is up to them.
Yeah.
But if you want to take your lifestyle in a different direction, you can.
Exactly. And you have the power to do it. And that's one beautiful thing about America. You can like work to get what you want.
Just pursue the happiness.
Yes. Do you guys still own your property in Texas? No, we sold that.
I felt like we've
Covered
this
that.
too.
I don't know, but maybe if you missed it.
When we sold our first Nashville house, we lived in a neighborhood called Green Hills. It was the first Nashville house we bought when we moved here. When we sold that house, we also sold our Texas property within like a month of that.
Yeah.
They both closed within a month of each other.
They did.
And then we took profits from both of those real estate properties and purchased the cabin house, the farm property, as well as the townhome in Tromsø. So
Right.
they're both like, they ended up being really good investments that we capitalized on.
Yeah.
But our first dream of owning property started with that Texas property. We were living in San Francisco when we bought the Texas property. And I think our goal at the time was to build a wedding venue
Yeah, it was.
on the Texas property. And then when we got there, we bought another little house that we lived in, where a lot of y'all probably first found us at the Texas house.
Yeah. Oh, such a good house.
Yeah, the first like piece of real estate we ever bought was the Texas property.
Yeah.
Then we bought the Texas house and had both of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Sold the Texas house, bought the Nashville house, sold all the properties we owned, and bought the other ones we own now.
It's been great.
If that makes sense. Sorry if it's kind of confusing.
Okay, is there anywhere in the U.S. or around the globe that y'all have never been and are itching to go? I would.
Yes.
Yes, there, of course. I would really like to go to Asia. I just am fascinated, and I think that it would be really interesting.
Yeah. We
But
we
I
know
don't-
for sure we both want to hit Australia.
We really want to go to Australia. And in the US, I would like to spend more time in like Yellowstone, Montana, Idaho, like those type of
Yeah.
vibes.
Want to hit like Sun Valley.
Yeah.
Like more like out in like the middle of nowhere type places.
Yes.
Almost like old Oregon Trail, like cities, towns.
I know.
I want to go to like more saloon towns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we do want to spend more time in like the Northeast.
We would love to go in the Northeast too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We do
about-
want to spend some time in San Diego.
Yeah, Southern
Like Southern California. We've done a little bit in Orange County, but we want to go a little further south and hit like San Diego, Encinitas, like those type of areas. Also, I'm itching to go to the Scandinavian countries.
I know, me too.
I really want to hit like Finland, Norway, Sweden. I want to go back to Greece and do a couple of different islands.
Yeah.
And maybe from there hit like Croatia. I'd love to go to Portugal again. Yeah, I love like Italy, Greece,
Like the Mediterranean.
Portugal. I love the Mediterranean.
Me too. I love it.
Love it.
Okay, tips for prioritizing gym/healthy habits. P.S. Love you guys. Love you too. Okay, yes, because if you have followed along this channel for a while, I actually, for the amount of that I work out now, I was never a worker outer or a fitness girl. I did not work out like growing up. I did like sports and stuff, but I never like went to the gym. I didn't run. I didn't like exercise. That wasn't like part of my life. And when I started to get closer to 30, I was like, I know that I need to do this for my health, because I like mentally I needed it, physically, everything. I was just like, it needs to happen because I know it's important. And I just literally had to like rip it off like a band-aid. It was, I think, COVID times that kind of pushed me into it. And honestly, you just kind of have to like dive in. And I would say the best motivation, which I'm pretty sure everyone can benefit from, is like do it for your mental health.
Like how you
Because
feel.
yes, it is like such a stress reliever, and exercise is like literally the #1 way to relieve stress or anxiety or depression. It's like the #1 thing you can do. And so that motivates me to keep going, and just like to live a healthy lifestyle, like you have to be active. So you have to just find a way to do it. Even if it's just like walking every day or something, start there and just get it consistent, and then you'll start to like really be obsessed with it and love it because it's addicting.
Yeah, I'll say a couple things. Like one is create a couple goals for yourself. Like I want to do 3 workouts or activities a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. And create a routine for yourself. So start with a goal that turns into a routine. And I would try like classes at places. Like I think what really got us both into a good healthy routine for our lifestyle was F45.
Totally.
We like really fell in love with it, and it's really great for people who have never worked out, like beginners, all the way to people who worked out a long time in their life. Like F45 is a really great place to start. We can't say enough about F45. We're not sponsored by them. We don't work with them.
No, we just love
We
it.
just absolutely love it.
I
And
would also say like a tip is if you're really just like feeling resistant to it and you're like, I just feel like lazy, I don't wanna work out, I love like just, I feel like I'm fine relaxing, you like can't convince yourself. I would say that I feel like a health routine in like terms of fitness, or just like, you know, preparing your food, things like that, has been like as an adult a really good way to like kind of build a foundation and routine for our lifestyle, because, you know, other than work or whatever, it just gives you like some structure. And if you have like daily routines that you do, like if it's walking or going to a workout class or something, I like it for the structure and like the grounding that it gives you. So if that motivates you to just like have consistency, you can also meet friends there.
yeah, the community helps a lot too.
Helps
Like,
so much. Seeing people
consistently, it's like a community that you want to have otherwise.
Yeah, that's really fun. And then getting to see them every day, like familiar faces, is so fun. And
The reason I
it's really
said
healthy for you.
maybe incorporate a couple classes is because like classes like F45 or like yoga classes or Orange Theory or whatever that might be,
Yeah.
whatever's in your area. Because one of the challenges if you're trying to start a fitness routine for the first time is like if you're just going to open gym, it's like, what is my
That's
workout plan?
literally impossible.
Like if
Yeah.
you've never worked out before, it's hard to like really jump in and learn
Yeah, no.
what your fitness routine should be based on what should I be lifting today, like what equipment should I use, and that's a challenge in itself for someone that's new to the healthy lifestyle. I guess.
Totally. And same with healthy habits in terms of like cooking and stuff. Cooking for me is a big stress reliever. Like, it's so soothing, you guys, like chopping, and it's like still an activity, but it is like very meditative. So I would say like literally the motivation, if you need it, is like for mental state. Like, I guarantee that if 90% of people watching this have some sort of anxiety or stress or sometimes depression, like use that as your motivation to help with mood stability. Exercise, cooking, it's great.
What's funny is once you get into the routine of like working out, you then want to start going to bed earlier to get a better workout in, or so you have energy for your workout. So you start sleeping better, and then you're like, wait, I need to like eat a little bit healthier so I don't feel sick or like garbage when I'm going to the gym. So you start eating healthier, and then you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't drink alcohol tonight because I'm working out in the morning, and then you start drinking less, and like your whole lifestyle starts to evolve just by incorporating like one step at a time.
Exactly. All works together, so.
And then you feel
amazing.
Freaking fantastic.
Yeah, like truly, nothing better.
Mental clarity, you just feel like your cardiovascular, like you just like feel better.
Yeah.
Like Joy said, mental health, your body starts to change, you start to be like proud of like the results you're seeing.
Totally.
We could go on and on. Like we just feel really great.
Yeah.
And it's all because of the healthy habits we've incorporated into our daily lifestyle.
And it'll help you build confidence too, because you're like working for it. Like it just builds like a really good base of like self-respect. So
if you can, maybe find like a buddy to work out with, because I think having a partner to go, like obviously we work out together, helpful. That helps, but also like once you start meeting a community of people at your gym, they become your workout partners as well, and like you go see them and you challenge each other and
even like we
support each other.
Me and my friends at the gym will talk about like healthy recipes, because like everyone's kind of like-minded, so we'll like talk about the Ninja Creamy. We're like, ooh, what are you putting in yours? Like just all starts to flow together, and it feels really fun, and like a good just like
you start hanging out with like people who will also support your healthy lifestyle.
Exactly, and it's great. So okay, we're taking a little break from questions and have some Zen time before the baby wakes up.
Some Zen time?
Not
you
Zen.
Want some Zen time?
No, Zen.
I got some Zen time.
Alright guys, Smokey's up from his nap.
45 minutes left.
45 minutes left. I've been back here for like probably an hour entertaining him with little toys from Target section, these little fun noodles. He's very testy this road trip. I don't know why. He's like crying a lot. I don't know if it's the teething or just the age. Just rough. Trying to keep him happy and entertained. So I fed him some turkey slices. I didn't have hands to film, sorry, it's been hectic. And a yogurt. He loves his second yogurt of the day. And some sliced turkey, which I just recently discovered that he liked because we were out of everything, and I was like, oh, I have turkey, I'll just try it, and he loves it. He ate 3 slices of organic turkey, and I think he's happy. And now I've resorted to a show on the iPhone because I'm like, I need a break. So that'll be a little 20-minute video, and then we'll have like 20 minutes left, so I think he'll be good. But you've been, oh, you want to show them your noodles? Those are fun, huh? You pull on them? Dollar section at Target. Smart. Okay, what do you have to say for yourself? That's what I thought. Okay, we're gonna answer a couple more questions. It's like on and off raining.
Every time I try to start the Q&A back up, it starts pouring. You want to be able to hear us.
How do you deal with overstimulation that comes with being a parent? Yeah, I think we're just learning how to do that. Like
because it's just hitting us. Like,
just hitting us. Like
it's been fairly a breeze up until like he turned a year, and it's getting a little bit more difficult.
Now it's more stimulating.
Yeah.
I don't think we really realized it until just about now. We're like, why do we feel so frantic? And then we didn't really realize it was like overstimulation until now. So we're kind of waking up to that. I don't know. We'll get back to you, but I think we're gonna need to draw more boundaries, and like we're having to say no to more things. We need to like take off days, and it just really like makes you have to slow down even more. So
there's also a fine balance of like keeping him on a good routine where it doesn't like make things more difficult.
Yeah.
While still trying to like bring him into our life, like still go out to a restaurant when we want to, and stuff like that. Like, there's like a little balance there. I think there's like a push and pull on both sides.
Yes.
You kind of have to learn how to give and take that just to keep your sanity.
I think if you're feeling burnout, then like you just need like a day to recharge that you can, or else you'll just keep running on fumes and it'll never get better. So
I think
learning to recognize, like, listen to your body more.
Also, like, most people refer or think of a babysitter as someone who like watches their kid in the evening.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a nanny or something like that, it's probably really good for you to like maybe hire a babysitter during the day one day and like
just go
treat yourself to like a massage, take care of things without the baby, like, separate yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine like if you didn't have any time, it'd be
tough.
Really, it'd be exhausting, just in a different way. Someone said, what's the hardest part about postpartum? What time frame? I'm 5 months postpartum right now. Okay, my 4 to 6 month was my hardest time postpartum. So if we have the same timeline, like if you're same feelings, that was the hardest for me. Month 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, I was just like survival, probably a little anxious, just trying to figure out how to like keep up sleep and breastfeed, and breastfeeding was a shit show, so that was really hard. Month 4 to 6 was when, like, I don't know, I want to say it was like my like shit starting to get real phase, and I was like, okay, whoa, this is like happening. I feel like now this is my daily, and I was like, what's going on? Like, that's when like the bus kind of hit me, and so that was like probably when I felt the biggest, like, not dip, but I was kind of like, okay, now I'm feeling the life change, and it was just really intense and very overwhelming. So you're in it probably right now, but then I think you've just like, you're gonna come out of that real quick, and it starts to get really, really fun. Like month 6, you're gonna just, that goes up from there, and you're just having a ball, and it gets so much more fun with the baby, and they get more personality, and it just gets better.
You start to see more smiles, and like, it's all worth it.
Yeah, and you get used to it. Like 6 months of like something, you're finally like, okay, I got this. You start to feel like you're getting the hang of it.
Also, one thing I'll say is like, those first like, honestly, like 9 months, probably 8 months, it's so easy to take your baby out to dinner with you.
Go, yes.
And you think in your head like, oh, we'll go to dinner like after the first year, like, oh, when it gets like, when he's like old enough to do this or that. It's like, no, the easiest time is when they're like under
Literally.
8 or 9 months.
Totally, just go
and
as
just,
much
like,
as you want.
Go enjoy yourself a little bit. Like, that allows you to get like sparks of like endorphins or energy or excitement when you can just like go feel like you're being normal again. Like, go out to a dinner, like have a little fun date night with your partner, with your baby there.
Totally.
And it's like super easy, like time it up right where they're sleeping. And I wish we would have done more of that before Smoke turned 1.
I agree. Definitely could have done more. How has Hunter's autoimmune disorder been?
It's been good. I feel like it's been like pretty under wraps since I started carnivore.
It's definitely helped.
And I don't know if that's just because of carnivore or the fact because of carnivore you remove all like processed foods and stuff.
It's just helped keep the inflammation
I've just gone like super clean, no seed oils.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just like removed anything that could cause inflammation. And granted, there's sometimes still some inflammation based on like workouts and like stuff like that. But I just like am pretty proactive with keeping inflammation at bay, whether that's, you know, if I feel it coming, I'll hit like acupuncturists, do like cupping and stuff.
A lot of acupuncture.
Just continue eating healthy. I find I'm better when I'm working out. If I take a couple days off, I can really feel it. I start to get it more inflamed when I'm not working out and moving around and stretching. I do want to incorporate more yoga just to stay like limber.
Yeah, I know, we both need to do
But every so often when I feel the inflammation coming in my back, the next day I noticed it in my eye. I think I said in the other vlog the other day, like my eye was kind of hurting and it was kind of inflamed. But I keep my inflammation drops with me at all times in case that ever happens to prevent a flare-up. And I keep like icy hot patches for like my back. But for the most part, it's been like super great since I went carnivore. And I know, but I get a lot of questions on Instagram about the carnivore diet, how I've liked it and stuff. And I've freaking loved it. Like, I've loved it so far. And I don't, to be honest, like, I don't ever really see myself like going too far off of it. Like I'll maybe add some foods back in later on down the line, but
It's like your
I'm
base
pretty much like
foundation.
carnivore for life.
What's your biggest?
Carnivore-based, I
It says biggest takeaways from upping your protein intake. Wow.
I've gotten stronger.
Stronger. Okay, we
More
can do
energy?
men and women. More energy, more sustained energy for me. Hormone balance, mood stabilizes, less cravings.
Yeah, it's created a nice
Stable
like
blood sugar.
meal routine in the
Yes.
sense of like, you know, you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, and there's no like we don't really miss a meal ever.
No.
It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Really nothing in between unless it's like protein snack like chomps.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, we've tried to like kind of move away from snacking or just like one snack a day and it's protein if it's a snack versus like a sugary snack or,
Yeah.
or like processed snack like chips or crackers or something like that. And if you eat your protein, then like, you won't really feel the need to snack. That's kind of the whole point.
yeah, we eat our breakfast before the gym. And then like my one snack of the day, kind of yours too, is if you're kind of feeling a little hungry after
Like before dinner.
being like energy, well for me it's energy depletion after a workout.
Yeah.
I'll come home and have like a protein shake or a
Yeah.
Chomps.
Yeah. Like, highly recommend high protein. Okay, we're pulled into Florida, guys.
We're 8 minutes from the house.
We're 8 minutes from the house, and the sun just came out. Good old Florida pines, and we're almost there. I can't wait. I am ready to get out of this car. We're here. Oh my God, feels good to be back, you guys. So many good memories. Oh, if you're new around here, Hunter and I came in March to Grayton Beach, and we spent an entire month in Grayton Beach. Here's our cute little house. Okay, we're gonna unpack the car. Feels so good to get out of the car.
All right, walking into the Airbnb for the first time.
Ooh, bunk room, that's fun.
Bedroom.
Oh.
Got some stairs right here.
Ooh, we're gonna need a baby gate. Shoot. Another bedroom.
Bedroom. Porch.
And another bedroom. Okay.
So bedroom's
all
on
the
this
bedrooms
floor.
are down.
And then main spot must be up here. Living room.
Ooh, so cute.
The kitchen.
I love it.
Oh, this is nice.
It's gorgeous. Oh
Another
my
living room
God.
over here.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, this is what got me on the listing.
What a good room. It feels like the AC's off or something.
It does.
Alright, I'm putting it on 69.
I mean, God.
Julia hates my jokes.
Use the
Come on.
jokes. Okay, let's sit up here. It's a top floor balcony.
Oh, just balcony?
So
Plus
cute.
a balcony looking out the beach.
Little house.
Alright y'all, we made it to Florida. We're actually about to head off. Our friends are here as well. We're about to head off and go to the grocery store
Stock up
to
the
stock up the house with groceries.
We're so excited.
But that'll all take place in the next vlog, our Florida vlog. So
Yep.
stay tuned for that, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.